Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Boost. I'm your host, Dr. Jackie, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. First off, a quick correction from last week. I mentioned that this episode would be our Christmas Eve show. Oops, my mistake. Today's episode is not the Christmas Eve special. Our festive Christmas Eve episode will air next week on 12/22/2024. Thanks for sticking with me through the mix up. As we approach the end of the year, it's a perfect time to reflect on our achievements, challenges, and growth. Grab a notebook and a pen, or just sit back and think about these questions. What were your biggest accomplishments this year? What challenges did you overcome? How did you grow personally and professionally? And what are your most proudest moments? What are you most proud of? Reflection is a powerful tool for self awareness and can help guide us in setting meaningful resolutions for those of us who like to set resolutions. And the New Year is right around the corner. New Year's resolutions often get a bad rap for being short lived. But what if we could set resolutions that truly resonate with our values and aspirations? Here are some tips to make your resolutions more meaningful. Align with your values. Reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it family, health, creativity, or something else? Set resolutions that align with your core values and try being specific. No, don't try. Be specific and realistic. Instead of vague goals like get fit, try something specific like exercise 3 times a week. A good tool to help you along with being specific is to try the technique SMART goals or setting SMART goals. S for being specific, M for it being measurable, A for it being achievable, R for it being realistic, and then T for it being time based or um, time bound. I think those are techniques that you can utilize that can really help you to set meaningful resolutions and then break it down. Large goals can be overwhelming. Break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate each milestone along the way. Stay flexible. Life is unpredictable. Be open to adjusting your resolutions as needed. And it's okay to change direction if your goals no longer serve you. And this is a really important one. I think it's more important than all of the other suggestions. If needed, seek support. Share your resolutions with friends and family. Having a support system can help you stay motivated and to be accountable. And now we're going to roll into our prayer. So, if you guys don't mind, during prayer, let's focus on setting meaningful New Year's resolutions. Pray with me now. Dear Most High, as we gather at the threshold of a new year, we seek your guidance and wisdom to set meaningful resolutions. Help us to reflect on the past, to embrace the lessons learned, and to move forward with purpose and determination. May our resolutions bring us closer to our true selves and to you. Ashe and Amen. Now, let's do a quick visualization exercise to anchor our intent for resolutions. Close your eyes and take a few breaths. Imagine it's December 2025, Christmas Day, and you've achieved everything you wanted for the holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, or Hanukkah. Now, moving forward, it's New Year's. What does your life look like? How do you feel? Visualize the details moving forward in the new year and let this image inspire and motivate you throughout the year. Please note that the views expressed in this episode are personal and meant for inspirational purposes only. For any medical, psychological, financial, or legal advice, please consult a professional. I want to give a special shout out to the incredible artists whose music brings our episodes to life. Your talent and creativity are deeply appreciated, and we thank you for enriching our podcast. Thank you to Breaking Copyright, non copyrighted music for the track Saphirios Embrace, and for www.beatsavenue.com, the track Light the Way. And also a great thank you to Deep Instrumental Music, the track Peace. All music is sourced from the YouTube Music Library, and you guys can check the artists out there. I like to give a heartfelt shout out to all of our wonderful listeners: Alex in Toronto, Priya in Mumbai, Daniel in Sydney, and everyone who tunes in from around the world. Your support and feedback inspire me every day to keep creating these meaningful shows. Here's a reminder for those who are not in the holiday spirit. As we celebrate the dawn of a new year, let's remember those who may be facing difficulties, whether dealing with loss, loneliness, or challenges. Our hearts and prayers are with you. And may you find hope and strength in the days ahead. And you guys, I ask for you guys to pray for me because I find myself kind of getting in a mood to where start feeling lonely. I start feeling sad because I miss my mom and my dad. I tell you, this time of the year was one of the best growing up in my household. My parents went all the way in, and family and friends came over from all over the United States, some even from in other countries because we have family members who are military. And this time of the year is just was just such a beautiful time. My parents reveled in buying a freshly cut Christmas tree. And I tell you, it would be so huge and they would decorate it so beautiful. And it would have our home smelling like a beautiful pine forest with crisp, clean air all year round. Because, well, not all year round, all during the holiday season. And then afterwards, because mom and dad would let the tree stay up just about until February, but that scent just lingered in our house, man. And so I started missing them around this time of the year. My mom, my dad, and my big brother, they all transcended around this time of the year. And so please remember those of us who are not in the holiday spirit. Now, I am in the holiday spirit. I am cheerful. I'm all into gift giving, whether it's Christmas gift, Kwanzaa, it doesn't matter. I love giving and I love going out and buying things for people. And I also hand sew and make some special gifts for some of the people who are on my list. Let's roll right on into segment one, where we are going to be discussing reflecting on the past year. Before setting new resolutions, it's easy to reflect on the past year. It's essential to reflect on the past year. Consider your achievements, challenges, and your growth. What were the key moments that shaped your year? What lessons did you learn? And how can they guide you moving forward? I'd like to give a shout out to Way Home Tokyo Music Walker from www.breakingcopyright.com. That's the track that's playing in the background now. I just love this track. It has an upbeat tone that just makes me just want to get down. Moving right along to segment two, setting intentional no resolutions. When setting resolutions, focus on intentions rather than specific outcomes. Intentional resolutions are rooted in personal values and long term growth. They are flexible and adaptable, allowing for progress rather than perfection. Tips for setting resolutions. Number one, be specific and realistic. Set clear and attainable goals. Instead of exercising more, aim for exercising 3 times a week, breaking those goals down. Divide the larger ones into smaller, manageable steps. And number three, align with values. Ensure your resolutions reflect your core values and passions. Moving right along to segment three, stress relievers and setting boundaries. As you embark on your resolutions, it's crucial to manage stress and set healthy boundaries. Overcommitment can lead to burnout. So, balance is key. Here are some stress relievers and tips on setting boundaries. Number one, mindfulness and meditation. Incorporate daily mindfulness practices to stay grounded. Number two, physical activity. Regular exercise helps reduce stress and boost overall well being. Number three, time management. Prioritize tasks and allow time for relaxation. Say no, and it's okay to say no. Learn how to say no to those additional commitments that do not align with your goals. Segment four, here's the creative corner. I suggest creating a vision board. Create a vision board to visually represent your goals and aspirations. This creative process can inspire and motivate you throughout the year. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Some of us use the large board, the carbon board. Some of us use the three-way board. And some of us create vision boards, which are usually um, on one of those cardboard boards, but many of us have resorted to creating our vision journals or vision binders, where we get binders and we utilize the creative process by attaching pictures and words and poems or whatever our goals are on paper and put it inside a binder and one of those plastic sheet protectors. And then affirmations. Affirmations are very useful when it comes to helping us be reminded of our goals. Use positive affirmations to reinforce your goals. Repeating affirmations can shift your mindset and keep you focused. Moving right along to today's sermon with scriptural references. In this sermon, we're going to be reflecting on both modern and ancient wisdom, where we can find guidance for setting resolutions. We will be referencing the Christian Bible, Proverbs 16:3, where it says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." This verse reminds us to align our goals with our faith. By committing our plans to the Lord, we invite divine guidance and support in our endeavors. It's a call to trust in God's plan and seek God's direction in our lives. And from African wisdom, an Ethiopian proverb which reads, "He who learns teaches." This Ethiopian proverb emphasizes the importance of continuous learning and sharing knowledge. As we set our resolutions, we should strive to grow, not only for ourselves, but also to contribute to the growth and well being of others. Our journey of self improvement can inspire and uplift those around us. Today's moral story: the gift of a new year. In a bustling city, there lived a man named Benjamin who felt stuck in his routine. Each new year, he made grand resolutions but struggled to follow through. One year, a wise elder advised him, "Benjamin, the key to lasting change is small, consistent steps. Taking this advice to heart, Benjamin set small, realistic goals and celebrated each milestone. Over time, these small steps led to significant changes. He felt healthier, happier, and more fulfilled. Inspired by his journey, Benjamin shared his story with others, encouraging them to take small steps toward their own goals. The entire community began to thrive, each person empowered by the belief that small actions could lead to big transformations. This story teaches us that lasting change is achieved through small, consistent actions. Instead of overwhelming ourselves with grand resolutions, we should focus on manageable steps. This approach not only makes our goals more achievable, but also builds confidence and momentum over time. By sharing our journey and supporting others, we create a community of growth and positive change. Today's affirmations, there are three, and I will read them all. Number one, I am capable of achieving my goals through small, consistent actions. Number two, I align my resolutions with my core values and passions. And number three, I embrace growth and learning in the new year. Today's journal prompts, there are six, and I'll read them all. What are three significant achievements from the past year? Two, what challenges did you face and how did you overcome them? Number three, what lessons have you learned that you will carry into the new year? And number four, what small steps can you take to achieve your goals? Five, how can you align your resolutions with your core values? Number three, number six, my apology. Number six, reflect on a recent success and steps you took to achieve it. I like to give a shout out to Breaking Copyright, Non Copyrighted Music, Unexplored Moon, Roya. Today's call to action this week, take one small step towards your New Year's resolution, whether it's starting a new habit, learning something new, or reaching out for support. Make a commitment to your growth. Don't miss our next episode where we will dive into the power of gratitude. It can transform your life. Join us as we explore practical ways to cultivate gratitude and bring more joy into our everyday routine. Here's a quote by Dr. Jackie. True transformation comes from small, consistent actions. Embrace each day as an opportunity to grow and thrive. Here are some closing thoughts. Remember, setting meaningful resolution is about creating a positive impact on your life, not just ticking or checking off a checklist. Approach your resolutions with kindness and self compassion. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this episode of the Sunday Boost. I hope you feel inspired to set resolutions that truly resonate with you. Don't forget, our special Christmas Eve episode airs next week on 12/22/2024. It's going to be festive and fun, so make sure you tune in. Pray with me now for this closing prayer. Most High, as we conclude this episode, we thank you for your guidance and love. Help us to set meaningful resolutions that align with your will. Grant us the strength and perseverance to take small, consistent steps towards our goals, and bless us with fruitful and feeling activities and experiencing experiences in the upcoming new year, and cover those with your protection, your joy, and your love who may not be in a joyful spirit this season. In your holy divine name, Father, Mother, Son, Ashe, and Amen. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining us for this special episode of Sunday Boost. I wish you all a successful and purposeful start to the new year. Until next time, stay positive, stay focused, and keep boosting your best self. Have a fantastic week. Peace and light.